Hey everybody, and welcome back to DADBEAR.Downtime. I am re-recording the intro for this particular video because the menu audio the music was way too loud and you could barely understand me. And since I've got this new noise gate thing going on, which kind of dampens down my voice a little bit to cut out some of my background noise, it just made it really hard to hear. So I'm redoing the intro for this video, so bear with me. I hope I don't forget everything, but let me give you the short rundown. I am creating a new short non-chronological series called Factorum Encounters, Tips and Strategies. This is going to be completely separate from any of our other series, which are entirely survival playthroughs. This series is meant for those who have checked out perhaps my survival series, Let's Make Contact, looking for Factorum encounters. The reason I feel this is necessary is because starting a brand new survival playthrough, it's gonna take time to get to the point where not only can we travel some of the distances to reach some of these global encounters, it's going to take time to get built up to the point where we can survive these global encounters. Anybody who's seen the trailers for the Contact update, it is very clear that the Factorum faction is very, very aggressive about defending themselves and their assets. You do not want to just go in willy-nilly on a Factorum global encounter. So, a regular survival playthrough, it would take time to do that. Most of these global encounters spawn at least, I've never seen one closer than 1900 kilometers away. So they spawn a good distance away, something that would probably be best approached via jump drive. At the beginning of a survival playthrough, jump drives are not always accessible, and they may not be for a bit. For those who are more interested in the actual encounters, I'm doing this short series, again, non-chronological. It's not, a 1, 2, 3, 4, anything like that. I am basically going to be recording the encounters themselves. This one, being the first one, the Factorum Outpost, will be slightly different because I'm explaining what the series is about and what my strategy is going in. So there'll be a little bit more in this one that will be put out just because in between jumps I'm explaining differences between mods, what my strategy is, and how we go. So thank you for listening to me ramble. I created a new star system, vanilla star system. I want to show you the mods that I've uploaded because they're minimal. I will show you my settings. So let's look at the settings first. Character size is times 10. Everything else is default. And the character inventory size 10 is really only for the benefit of the viewers. So there's not so many back and forths. Max objects, 63. It's under the 64. I'm setting the global encounter cap at 1 because I don't want multiple ones up that I may not get finished with one before the other one gets ready to time out. So we're just going to do one at a time. No block limits. Spectator cam is going to be on. In-game scripts is going to be on, even though I don't expect to use any of those. I'm leaving cargo ships. Encounters enabled. Planetary encounters, I'm leaving those enabled. We're probably never going to be on a planet. Just know that. These are going to be mostly the global encounters we're talking about. I turned on subgrid damage. I should turn on friendly rocket damage because that's just... I turned off unknown signals as well as progression. I'm leaving economy on. I'm leaving weather on, although I don't expect it to be an issue. Turned off bounty contracts. So those are the settings. Now the mods. Most of these are quality of life, guys, the way I normally play. So let me do this so we can clear that stuff. Advanced welding, so weld pads. just in case I decide to play with any of these ships that we capture. Autofill bottles, automatic ore pickup. I'm used to putting it in there. It's just in there. Won't be an issue. Build info, build vision, text HUD, API. It's almost a necessity. It's up to you, but if you're not using those, I don't know what to tell you. Color HUD, color icons, easy block renaming, GPS distance helper, HUD compass won't apply to us unless we're on a planet. Most likely not going to happen. Improved interior turrets. I'm putting this in because this is what I normally play with. I know some people might think that that's a little cheeky, but anyway. Improvised experimentation, otherwise known as grabby hands. Leak finders, since they took that out of build info or build vision. Relative top speed. I used to stick to vanilla speeds, and I recently got introduced to this in the last month. And where before I have tried, the increased top speed that takes it up to 300, I've run into problems with it. You get used to it, but I've never gotten fully used to it. Relative top speed is a little different. 310 is the max, but it depends on how big you are. The bigger your ship, your top speed is lower, just because you got more mass. It makes a little bit more sense, and I'm okay with that. So relative top speed. Screen gun be gone again. Snarky sounds, sneaky sounds, Tux HUD API. Now, in the original recording, this is where I stopped and we loaded the game and everything was good to go. After our second jump, I realized, holy crap, I forgot to put in hostile takeover. It did get added later in the tape, so just so you know. But those are the only mods, and most of these, as you can see, are quality of life. That's it. So that's the intro. Thanks for putting up with me doing a retaping of that, and let's get to the game. We're in creative right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn in a small, large grid ship that is a build that I created in our Getting Started in Space Engineers Survival 2023. It's a conglomeration of a space pod and one of the checkpoint task points you had to follow or get to has a jump drive, and that's the reason why I'm using it. I think it's an expedition ship. Oh, here it is, exploration ship. There we go. All right, so this is going to be our ship. Ship. Like I said, this is a combination of an exploration ship, which is what I think it was called in the Getting Started scenario, and a space pod. Survival kit. Oh crap, it's got stuff in it. This stuff isn't probably really going to matter all that much, but it's not a lot. Not a lot. Got some ice for O2H2. A little bit of crap. Some stone. Let's see, do I not have... What else do we have on here? Bad sounds. Air battery beacon connector. We have a hydrogen engine. And you can see we don't even have a... We don't have any of the normal survival stuff. Oh, I'm saying basic survival stuff, basic assembler or refinery. God, finding words today, that's going to be tough. Let's go ahead and get that. There are a couple things I want to have on hand that I am, since we're in creative, I'm going to set up as my normal engagement carrying. Okay, so what I will normally carry is I will normally carry 2 hydrogen bottles, 1 oxygen bottle, a pistol with no more than 10 clips, rifle with no more than 10 clips. Welder. And a grinder. So, I'm not going to use those. I'm not going to use an elite grinder or a welder. I'm going to keep this. We're not going to OP this. I haven't done one of these things before, so I really don't know what OP would be, but we're gonna do this. So hydrogen bottles. I'm gonna put 4 in. That gives me, it's gonna give me 2 sets. We're gonna go with an M24 or M20 rifle. Clips. We didn't pass the. I don't think we did yet. No, we didn't. Okay. Oxygen bottle. 2. Power. I'm going to go with a tier 2 grinder. I'm going to put 2 in. Again, as a backup set. And a professional welder. For all intents and purposes, I should not need pistol for this. I do not have crew enabled, so this is just going to be the ships. There shouldn't be any crew on board. I'll go ahead and put this in there. I may not carry it. That should be it. So that's my loadout. Okay. So we're going to save. We're going to exit. And I am going to switch this over to a survival world, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. Just to show you. Do not have any enable creative tools involved. We can be hurt. Let's turn around and get some sun. I want to say this is the first time I am using this ship in a survival playthrough or in a survival setting other than this scene that it's in. So I'm kind of interested to see how well this ship handles the jump drive charging. Because we are so small, we get a lot of range. And good to go. I'm just going to start moving until we get a global encounter. This ship has it has 2 gyros, so there is a lot of maneuverability. It is well rusted. It has, like I said, it was a combination of a space pod as well as an exploration ship, which really just meant adding the batteries and moving the batteries over and moving the thrusters over. I added the solar panels, added the extra gyro, and the components inside the survival kit, which I want to say it did have a survival kit. Yes, it did. Survival kit, I think it's got 2 small containers now rather than just 1. And then it's got a hydrogen engine as well as an O2H2 gen and an oxygen tank. So I'm going to continue to fly around until we get an unidentified signal. I will jump back in when that has happened. Alright everybody, we finally got ourselves an unidentified signal. That's probably a good thing because I've got 2 pirate maydays up right now that are just, I itch to go after. And we're going to check out our jump drive. It is on. We're going to be going the full distance here. Recharge is on. Good to go there. Alright, since this is going to be well more than 3 jumps probably, we're going to go ahead and get up to speed before we pop that jump drive. And we're charging. So my plan, while we're waiting for this to charge, this may be a bit. My plan is to get within probably 5 kilometers of the unidentified signal. Any day. And ideally what I would like to do is I would like to have the ship to 80 is about the fastest we can go. Alright. Ideally I would like to have the ship parked by an asteroid. You know, in a cave in an asteroid would be even better. But in such a way that as we approach the encounter, if something happens, I have a place to spawn that's hopefully not going to be under attack while being trying to gather my materials and return to the engagement. So that is what the strategy is going to be. Depending on the encounter, we'll see from there. If it's a station encounter, we'll have to take a look at what the environment is. If it is a ship encounter, then I will try to do the same boarding techniques that I usually do. Let's take a look at that. We still have time. A. Collins, poor guy. Pirate Raider. Huh. It's actually looks like a little ship. Alright, so after we make our next jump, what I'll do is I'll pause. I'll make you guys sit through me trying to fill dead air with chatter while the jump drive recharges. So we should have at least probably 3 more jumps almost. So it's going to be a bit. Hey everybody, we are back. It's actually the next morning. Go ahead and wrap last night, so we are going to continue our series of jumps on our way to our unidentified signal. Just as a quick update, I realized this morning that I had not included in the mod list a very important mod that I would have for this type of thing anytime I was going to be trying to capture ships or bases or that sort of stuff, and that is hostile takeover. And for those of you who are not familiar with hostile takeover. We have a beacon up here. Hostile takeover is a mod that is in the same family as Easy NPC takeover. I'm sorry, yeah, Easy NPC takeover or cooperative NPC takeover. That kind of, I'm going to say, expedites the capturing process. And before you think that's kind of nerfing it, making it too easy, just it's a more common sense type thing. In vanilla, you would have to go around to every block that contains a computer and hack that block down to take control of an entire grid. The easy, cooperative, and hostile takeover mods tried to add a layer of common sense to that. If I take over the primary control blocks of a grid, that should be enough to take over a grid. I shouldn't have to go individual blocks. That's kind of what we're talking about here. Now, I haven't used Easy NPC Takeover in ages. Actually, ever since Hostile Takeover came out, I don't think I've ever used Easy NPC Takeover at all. I have used Cooperative NPC Takeover, and the difference between the two is that Cooperative NPC Takeover, and we have a jump ready, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Cooperative NPC Takeover involves packing control seats, survival kits, and med bays. Remote controls. So again, for Cooperative NPC Takeover, the flight seats, control stations, and cockpits, remote control, cryopods, you're good. You've captured the grid. And it'll tell you you've captured the grid. It doesn't show you where those items are. You still have to find them. It will give you an audible beep to let you know you're within 10 meters of that particular item. Hostile Takeover is a little different. Hostile Takeover, the particular grids that are important are grouped into 3 groups. You have Group 1, which includes control seats and remote controls. So any control seat, a flight seat, control station, a control seat are part of that, and then remote controls. And they are displayed when you equip your grinder, and they'll be light blue. After you've done all of the Group 1s, Group 2 becomes displayed, and those are displayed in red, and that includes beds as well as med bays and survival kits. And once you've completed Group 2, then the final group, Group 3, will become visible, shown in a bright pinkish purple. And that's all of the turret systems on board. So that includes interior turrets, Gatling turrets, assault cannon turrets, artillery turrets. The blocks will stay illuminated for a period of time. I don't know the exact time. It might be 20 to 30 seconds. And then those indications will disappear. In order to reset that so you can see them again, all you have to do is re-equip your welder. Well, not your welder, sorry, your grinder. Switch from one tool back to your grinder, or go freehand and then back to your grinder, however you do it. I call it cycling your tools. Cycle your grinder, and then they will be re-illuminated so you can see where they are again. The key with Hostile Takeover, though, is that when you hack a block, you can't just rebuild it and use it. You have to leave it hacked. So all of the Group 1 all of Group 2 and all of Group 3 have to be hacked for you to take over the grid. So you grind down, say, your flight seat and your remote control, then you grind down the survival kit, and then you go out and you grind down all the Gatling turrets that are on our grid. Then you can go back. I would usually go back to the flight seat, build it back up, and then you can take the grid. Once you've done that, once you've rebuilt that flight seat, the grid is yours. It's under your control and it's everything. So at that point, you usually, what I'll do is I'll usually try to stop the ship, or if it's a station, it's not right. Then I will go back out and fully repair all of the parts that I hacked out. So that's the big difference. I just kind of wanted to give you a brief little lesson on that. Another Mayday. We've actually had a number of Space Pirate and Mayday encounters in the time we've been flying between our 2 jumps so far. As we get ready to make this next jump, I'm going to adjust the jump distance. After this one, we'll adjust the jump distance. And go from there. So let's get this jump ready to go. Let's do it. And then I will save you guys the boringness of the fly here, and I'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, we are ready for our last jump. I'm going to try to put it at 1,800 kilometers, giving us time to slow down. That will do it. Turn off our jump drive. Turn the recharge off. And we're going to start slowing down. And again, I'd like to, if we get within 5 kilometers of it, I don't know if we'll be able to tell what it is at that point, but probably want to find a nearby asteroid to hide in. So I'll go ahead and pause the recording while we make this transit, and I will come back once we have gotten probably within 10 kilometers. See you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we have just gotten inside 10 kilometers, and this is an outpost. This just popped up at the 10 kilometer mark. So as an outpost, I'm guessing that is on a asteroid. So we're going to go ahead and pause while I get my puppies settled down from our visitor, and I will be back in a minute. Now that we've gotten puppies settled down, we're going to head toward, let's see what we've got. Those are the only asteroids we've got around? Okay, we've got one down there. Kind of like, at least from this distance, the look of that one. Looks like it's got a cavity in it. Maybe we can hide. So we're going to head in that direction. And hopefully we won't trigger anything. So let's do it. So from the, the trailers and the stuff that we've seen, I expect there's probably going to be some initial resistance, more along the lines of like the small grid drones, as well as probably, of course, reinforcements, like, the turrets or whatnot on the base. We have a small asteroid over here on the right. That is not a large asteroid that outpost is on. We've got one over there. If I pull this away so that it pulls the thing, you can see just far left of the screen, that is not a big asteroid. My reason for wanting to of course to hide the explorer ship or the expedition ship is to have I want to have time. We die, and there are, Factorum ships or whatnot in the area. I want to have time to get to the ship and do whatever I need to do before they come to the ship, because I don't know if they're going to act like the assertive faction or not, which tends to when they call in support and drones, those drones, if you die, they still go to where you are, so they will come after your ship if you respawn at your ship. So it would be really nice if we could find one that's got a cave, like a hole, something to protect the ship a little bit. Not 100% necessary. We're only six, not even 6.5 kilometers away, so not as far away as I'd like, but let's see what we've got on this side. Looks like a pretty nice little cavity right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna work perfect. Oh guys, this might be even better. Do you see? Oh, that's awesome. Look at this. It doesn't get any better than this. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we've got an entrance and an exit, and we are almost completely protected. I don't know if it's going to get much better than that. I really don't know if it can. I'll go ahead and turn depressurization on. I will say this, part of me feels bad for not turning on crew enabled, because that would add what I would call a regular level of increased difficulty. And that's usually what I play with. But I'm pretty sure we're going to find out real quick that these are tough enough as it is. So, all right, let's get our tools, get our weapons. Power. Okay. Let's go. All right. Quick save. Let's do this. We'll also get an idea for how close we can get before alarms are triggered. .5. See if we can see anything from here. So the red marker is separate from the unidentified signal. What's that? Oh. Okay. It'd be funny if the space pirates interrupted us. We're within 1,000 meters, so. Didn't see anything. Can't tell if that's anything there, that little light spot at the bottom where the point something meters is. Stuff may just not be rendering either, so. Okay, within 800. It's definitely two different. I wonder if one of those is a beacon and the other one's just a. I haven't seen any engagement so far. Well, that appears to be on that side of the asteroid. And this appears to be on the other side of the asteroid. Why don't we try approaching from this angle and see if we get any response? I'm not going to be moving too fast because I want to. First of all, is that Raider moving? Not, okay. I got two different things here. Oh, okay, so there's... I can't tell if that's... that an opening. Can't tell. I don't believe it is, though. We're going to stay high. Yeah, I'm not... okay. So we got, there's something definitely right there. Alright, so I'm going to move in to the surface. See what we get here. Make sure we were recording. So we know that we have something there. You guys can see that right there, right? Okay. I don't know what that is. I wonder if that's a beacon. I'll be honest with you, that kind of makes me tempted. Like, I didn't bring a drill. I'm not worried about it because I'm not going to do it now. But if that's coming from a beacon, that's obviously inside. Alright, we need to go ahead and do something here because we haven't gotten any response. But my power is already starting to get down close to 50%, and we need to do something here. So let's see what happens, and hopefully we won't get blasted to smithereens. All right. Okay. Yep, okay. Now, we're going to find out. It's open. Smoke. Something going on in here. Okay, there's no remote control. There's no flight seat. As you can see, I've cycled on my tools here. Got that is either a survival kit or a bed. So, all right. Well, the moment we grind on this, it's gonna alert. I thought it would. That's a warhead. Gotta get that warhead. Small arms fire. Great. Okay. So now we know. We're still close to getting that warhead. So maybe that's not a terrible idea. Alright. So let's, should I carry the drill? There's a part of me that says try the drill. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Good bottles. And we need the guns. You know what? I'm gonna take one just in case I run out of ammo. I need it. We'll add that to the. We will add that to the thing. There we go. Loaded. 3 loaded. Okay. 2. All right. What is that? See that? What is that? That looks like that's flying in formation. Those look like ships. Oh yeah, they're here. They come in this direction? It looks like they are. Yep, they are. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun. We're going after ships now, guys. Oh, and there's small drones too. Oh, railgun. Nice. They're shooting their railguns at me. Escort. What do we got? What is the barrage? Oh, yeah. Support drones. Okay. Alright, which one do we want to go for first, guys? I'm gonna try the, that guy just blow up? Like wreck into something? I'm gonna try the escort first. Get out of the way. Not quite. There we go. Come on. I don't want to get right there. That is a terrible place to go. Alright. Oh! Collision, huh? Okay. Well, let's see if we can go find our body. Don't know if we will. But it would be good to get it. We're gonna keep trying, guys. That raider, man. If my body got kicked out, that would be nice. Although they'd be shooting at me the whole time I'm trying to grab it. But what are they doing? Can't really tell what the ships are doing. So there's the barrage. It looks like it's coming toward us. Okay, so we got some support drones. It looks like it's coming this way. Oh. Yep. Trying. They're trying. Oh. Okay. Got a chance. Ugh. Maybe. Nope. Those interior turrets are gonna wear me out. Can't get to a body. Can't. Got hit by heavy weapons fire. That's crazy. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can make, real quick, let me see if I can make, I don't know if I can. No, I can't make bottles. Alright, we're going to be out of luck. So, Just gonna do this. We're gonna try. See what happens. Speed. Now they're searching the area. Why did I do that? Golly. There's the barrage. Support drones. Oh crap, you know what I did? What I forgot to do? I didn't change my freaking tools. Tools. I need this and I need that. Alright. Where's my body? Okay. Yeah, see? Oh, whoa. Too far. Too far. Too far. Come on. Go. Just give me a chance. Just need a chance. Hoping this is the right one. Nope. Wrong one. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Oh, that was a long way away. I'm gonna have to go after these troops. Wow, look at those rockets. That's craziness. Alright, guys. I need to take a break. Alright, guys. We're going to... I'm going to go ahead and see if I can put our tools and tanks back in. I don't know if I'll be able to. No, I won't. I'm going to need to. So I'm going to enable admin tools, creative mode, just real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to put... Let's go ahead and put our... I could spend a bunch of time and attempts trying to go after these ships that have responded, but we really want to kind of get back to where we were at the base. I don't think they're going to be able to do a whole lot to us once we get in the base, so that's my thought process, and that's really what we want to find out about. We want to get in there, and then once we can claim the grid, make sure it's not going to disappear, because it will disappear. You've got so much time to claim the grid anyway. So let's do this. Let's get this. And I'm not going to take a drill. Let's do this in the right order. One. 10. 1. 10. Alright. Dadgummit, gotta grab the tanks. Or the bottles. Gotta be kidding. Ugh. Tank. Oxygen tank. There. Alright. So we got our stuff. Yep. 3 to load up. 4 to load up. Okay. So we're going to shoot past the ships and we're going to go straight for the base. Okay. I'm not seeing the ships anymore. Maybe they have left the area. That would be great. course, I don't know that for sure. I know we've got that turret, but I really do want to... Oh, hold on. That's something up there. I think that's another Mayday. Signal. So we're going to go in and really do want to get that turret out of there first. But we need to get that warhead taken care of too. So see if we have any other turrets around. So I'm going to try to shoot in here and take care of this turret quickly. There we go. Go ahead and throw that in there. As you can see, we need to claim this grid. There we go. Claim NPC grid. Okay. Alright. So that timer is gone now. We need to take out... Golly, you can't see anything in here. Of course, I don't have my lights on. That would help. So what do we have here? We have a refinery. Awesome. That is fantastic. What else we got? Grav drive. Keeping an eye out for... there's path down. Keep an eye out for our turrets. Very cool. Oh, there's an entrance on this side. Okay. So there was an entrance on this other side. That goes down into a space. Let's see what we got here. Evidently I did not get that. There we go. Okay. We go down and I'm going to place these components back in here. We're going to go after that. That looks like an assembler. Okay, not seeing any. Yep. Okay. Be careful of those half-open doors. You never know what's going to be in them. And a small reactor. Okay. So we need to see if we can get up. That's the way the path is looking like it's going. Okay. I kind of want to be behind. Okay, that leads outside. Which is not where we want to be. At least to my knowledge, I don't. I don't want that gun firing on us. I really don't. And I don't know if it will. So let's see. I'll run across. I'm gonna do a quick, I'm being careful here, guys, just so we can get, we're not doing too much, damn it. Another warhead. Gotta check these spaces, guys. Gotta check these spaces. Man, that would have been bad. Okay. What do we got here? Oh. There's the signal. Not seeing any threats this way. So if we get rid of this, I wonder if this will keep them from showing up. That would be my hope. Okay, so one thing I want to do is, now that we found 2 warheads, I would really like to figure out if we've got more on board. And there is no guarantee that they'll be on the same grid, but let's, what is that? That's a small grid. Oh, that's nice. Oh, we gotta, we need to claim that. Unclaimed blocks will respawn. There's no... There's not a panel on it. How can I need... let's see what we got here. Okay. So we got an hour.
You do realize I'm the one keeping you alive. Maybe you should keep my battery topped up with that in mind.
Okay. Power. Didn't see a place to sit up there. There might be one up here. Nope. 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 Here we go. V. Okay. We got one more warhead. We gotta find it. That's important. Okay. Gate light. What is this? I won't let me see it. Gate light. Okay. If we find other event controllers, these are the ones we need to. 3 of 3 disarmed. Okay. I need to be able to make a control. Hold on a second. Nice. Okay. If I make G, we need where are they? Right here. Yeah. One display, a computer, construction components, and steel plate. Okay, we can do that. We can find that. Okay. I don't know how to claim it. Can I not build anything on this? No, it won't let me. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. Here we go. 7. Just need a computer and a display. No computer. I know I can get a display out of here. There we go. I can claim this grid. And then we can take it. There we go. Claimed. Whew. Okay. So the good news is we did not lose. Come on. Alright. So again, claiming the grids is important. And remember, that's that when you go up to the, you know, when you get into a block, it's that up at the top, you know what I mean? It's I'm trying to find the one I used here. I think I used the large cargo container. Right? You got to hit that little claim the NPC block. Right? So hopefully, I don't know if we've got any other pieces, because that should be yeah, that was here. Can I? Nah, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Okay. So we got to go up. There's parts here too I could have used, I guess. Okay. That freaking assault cannon. My goodness, man. Ridiculous. Can you believe that? I can't believe it's set to target people. That's just crazy, if you ask me. May not have, but anyway. Alright, there we go. Let's get some light. Get our stuff. Where's our body? Dadgummit. It blew us way back here. Ugh. We'll get rid of the drill. And we'll take everything else. Power-wise, we're fine. Of course. Did he do any I didn't see him do any damage to anything here. That's kind of crazy. What do you think? There's the other one. Found it. All right. Got to check these little gaps, guys. Hopefully I can get out of here. Okay. There we go. Oh, there. I think we found our way. Okay, so we don't have any more warheads. Come on, get out. There we go. No more warheads. Don't have any interior turrets. The only thing we're going to have to worry about is that assault cannon turret. I don't know what that block is over there. Block. Poor guy. Oxygen bottle. Empty. He died, obviously. Very cool base. So much stuff. Yep. Okay. So we got bathroom. What we got over here? I'm guessing this is a rack. Really? That's it? Gun. Alright. I don't know why the other rack Unless it's broken. Oh, it's broken. Okay. That's why. Alright. So we've now entered the group 3 part of the hostile takeover part. We just need to grind down that cannon. Now, the bad thing about that is that that cannon is set to fire at us. So we need to get out there, get around him, and dance. We're going to have to dance around him. Let's do it. There we go. Think he can shoot that low? I don't think he can shoot that low. Okay. If we cycle to our grinder, you'll see we don't have any more objects lit. So, we should be able to take control of this base by placing a control seat. Or a remote control. Whichever one is easiest. And to me, remote control sounds easiest. We may not even have to do that though, guys. Hold on a minute. Let's take a look at this. Let's go up to our control seat up here by the hangar. Look at that. Everything here is now unowned. Okay? Bathroom, assault cannon, armory. In fact, let's scroll through all of this stuff. We're going to start, we're not going to do the groups. We're just going to scroll down. What we're going to do is scroll down and we're going to look for that name on the right hand column to say Factorum for anything. Nothing. Okay? So if I were to take from here, scroll all the way down to this last item, hit shift and click where we've selected all. Guess what? We own this base. Everything in here. So now we can go back and we can repair everything that we disabled. See, so like this, we did not touch this, right? But it's owned by us now. So let's repair our turret here. We own that refinery. We own that small grid ion thruster. Because we claimed the grid. It was a separate grid. We had to claim it. Okay. We can repair this guy once we have the stuff to do so. We can repair the gates, which we don't have the items to do. Let's go. Yeah. We can go take care of, let's see, the bed we disabled. Man, that's going to be a pain in the butt to get to here. Here we go. The doors. Again, they weren't complete, so. Let's go back here and repair this bed. Get in there. Get our energy. Let's check out some of this stuff. We haven't even looked at what the loot is yet, so. Plenty of materials here. That needs to be done. This will, of course, need to be fixed. What was that? Sliding hatch door needed to be... Yeah, we have to grind that down. Awesome base, though. It's beautiful. Okay, so... that is capturing this particular Factorum Outpost. Let's go ahead and get this guy fixed in case Factorum decides to come back. And speaking of that, I don't know if you noticed, but when we died and we did not go right back out, they lost the, intruder detection, and they started conducting a search, and then they disappeared. So what I'm taking away from that is, if you encounter one of these guys or one of these outposts, your first time you go in, they're going to call in support, and those ships are going to come. But if you die after that, sit back for a minute, wait, and see if those ships leave. Because if they leave, we had free reign of this place, with the exception of the systems on board that we had to deal with. Interior turrets, warheads, etc., etc. We had free reign. So, I guess patience is a virtue. Ooh, what was this? Lots of big barrels up here. Let's find out what we got. Look at that. Prototech cooling unit. Yay! We got some uranium. We got parts. I bet we could probably find the parts to fix everything that's incomplete here. Other small steel tubes. We got all these parts over here. Nice. We'll have to get this fixed. Oops. But got all this other gear and all of this stuff. So let's take a second here, because this should be ours now. Look at this. Let's take a look at the inventory around this place. See what there actually is. Prototech machinery. Prototech panels. That's in a large cargo container. So we got that. We saw the cooling units. So we got parts. Awesome. We've got a refinery. So if we find any Prototech scrap anywhere, we can convert that. And we got this little bad guy. That's awesome. Alright guys, so that's it for this encounter. And like I said, what we learned from it is actually pretty good, because the idea that the responding assists leave, well, at least they did for this. Our next encounter, which is 5,000 kilometers away, may be completely different. But right now, this encounter, once you died and they didn't sense your presence anymore, they might hang around for a little bit, but then they disappear. And again, we were able to get in here without any interference. So that's pretty cool. We'll see if that continues with the next encounter. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So this is the Factorum Outpost. Really nice asteroid base. Just fantastic. If I were, I would probably bump up security on this a little bit. Just my thought. But what is that gate? What do you think's gonna happen if I wonder if that's where the square pistons are. I wonder if they open this. Let's hit it. Look at that. It moved down, moved up. It doesn't go all the way up. Interesting. Okay. Let me park my little butt down here. I'd love for that, if that gate worked, actually pull that wall up. We could bring our little exploration ship over and park it inside that hangar. There you go, guys. Factorum Outpost captured. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hope you guys liked it. Do me a favor. Let me know your opinion. What do you think about the possibility of the supporting ship leaving? Do you think it's do you think that's an exploit? Do you think I handled that capture the best way possible? Did you know about hey, you have to claim the grid? Is there a better way to claim the grid than what I had to do by putting a control panel on there and doing it? If you know a better way, please let me know. Share information. I want you guys, the whole reason for doing this is so that you guys can see a capture and apply what would help you into your process for capturing, developing strategies, all that kind of stuff. Side note, that support fleet that came in, those guys are brutal, and they target, this was not something I was expecting, they target characters, even with their big guns. We had rail guns fired at us, we had artillery cannons fired at us, we had assault cannons, missiles, the whole gamut. Maybe our next encounter will give us an opportunity to try to capture some of those ships. I really want to capture one of those ships. I want to capture all of them. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. You guys let me know what you think. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And always, always be safe. And I will see you on the other side. But until then, I should go.